Alright folks, it looks like we are good to go. We will head right into our next run. This is Walgrey running Finding Nemo: The Continuing Adventures on the Game Boy Advance. Take it away.
Hi everyone, I'm Walgrey. Today I'm going to be speedrunning Finding Nemo: The Continuing Adventures for Game Boy Advance. Very excited. So, this is a GBA game that takes place after the events of the movie, and I'll explain a little bit more about the game when I start the run. So, time starts when I press A to enter the world map. So, 3, 2, 1, go. So in this game, we have to help the tank gang, all the fish that were in the dentist's aquarium in the movie. We have to help them escape and find new homes in the ocean. And the way the game works is that we are sort of given each tank member has their own like escape sequence, and then they have three little mini games that you need to clear. Um, so right now we are playing as Bloat, the puffer fish. Um, And in the escape sequences, we have to go through like a garden full of thorns and bushes and stuff, and then cross the street with a bunch of cars, and then the harbor with seagulls and crabs and all sorts of obstacles like that. But now we're going to be entering our very first minigame, Shark Attack. So in this minigame, we're going to be controlling Bruce, the shark, one of my favorite characters from the movie. And yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of rocks spawning, and we can break the blue rocks to get little letters. And we now have to press the buttons on the bottom to get points. And the more we hit in a row successfully without messing up, um, we have like a sort of like chain meter. So the more we do successfully, the more points we'll get. So we want to have like about 21 of these. Let's see. Okay, I think that's enough. And yeah, there we go. That is the first minigame complete. Uh, Next game is Minefield. It's just a game where uh, we have to destroy mines. Sorry, had to fix the audio because it wasn't coming through. But it should be good. Unfortunately, I took a lot of hits. So I'm gonna have to play a bit carefully now, but yeah. These mines also work through like a chain combo thing. Right. I just have to play extra carefully because there's lots of hooks and planks floating around. The hooks are pretty troublesome because they fly in very quickly. And you can also press the B button to make Bruce and his little shark pals come up and destroy some of the mines for you. You don't get any chains from doing that. Alright, that's Minefield done. Final minigame for Bloat. Sea Urchin Peril. This one's just a relatively simple one. We just have to follow Bloat, and he's gonna clear a path for us through these spiky sea urchins. We're given a lot of hearts to deal with, so taking damage doesn't really matter a lot. I will say, this game, like the soundtrack that's playing right now, the music, probably my favorite in the entire game, and it plays in quite a lot of places, so... I'm just a huge fan of, like, this song in particular because it sort of gives this, like, sense of adventure. But yeah, this game has, like, really good soundtrack. This is kind of like an auto-scroller, so I might as well mention... this game also kind of has a sequel called Finding Nemo Escape to the Big Blue, which is kind of similar to this game, pretty much the exact same premise, same structure, just different minigames, and it's on the Nintendo DS, and I enjoy it. But I like this game a little bit more. Okay, so we start with 3 members of the tank gang to save, but once we save one of them, we can unlock another. So by saving Bloat, we unlock the escape sequence for Deb. So... also, can I just say, I just think it's really funny how they kind of roll around in plastic bags. Like, could you imagine seeing that in real life? You're just, I don't know, by the side of the road and you just see a fish in a bag roll along. Nice. Alright. Okay, so, small warning, the following minigame might, it has a flashing background, so if you're photosensitive, I'd recommend looking away right now. This is Sounds of the EAC, so it's just a little rhythm game. It's quite long, so... we just have to press the buttons as the turtles move into position. I always think this game is a little bit funny just because of how the turtles look. They're just in bright, solid colors, like red, yellow, blue. They don't even look like turtles, they look like little gummy snacks. But yeah, we just have to fill the bar at the bottom before the song ends, and we'll be able to move on to the next one. Alright, that was the last note. I'm just gonna wait for the song to finish. Alright, it's safe to look now, if you were looking away before. The next minigame is Guide Dory. So the way this one works is that Dory is going to be traveling top down, and basically we have to make a path for her using these blocks. Oh my god, that was close. But yeah, you can reuse the same blocks over and over. That purple horizontal block is really useful, it saves a lot of time, and it turns out, nowhere in the game does it say this, but holding B actually makes Dory move faster. So you want to hold B as much as possible so that Dory can go through the maze quicker. And I only learned about that November of 2023, and I started speedrunning this in February 2021. So it was just like a free 40-second time save that I didn't know about for years. This is Danger Clams. We just have to throw a rain into a clam to free Deb, who is stuck in one, and she's always in the same clam every time, so really easy. Knock that one out of the way. But now we have rescued the second member of the tank gang. So on to the third. We're going to be rescuing Peach now, the starfish. Probably one of my favorite characters from the tank gang. I keep remembering that one clip of her saying, "Today's the day!" Yeah, I got hit by a car really bad. Lost a lot of time. Oh my god, these cars can be a little bit of a nuisance. As you can see, you get knocked around a lot. Goodness. Here we go. Alright. Our first minigame with Peach, a helping Finn. So, it's just another auto-scroller, unfortunately. Yeah, the game kind of has a lot of these, but I still find speedrunning it enjoyable despite that. It's a big, magnificent underwater journey. So... So yeah, Marlin is just gonna help Peach through this cave with spiky rocks and spiky coral. We're gonna have the scary music play. Outside of speedrunning the game, like from a casual perspective, I actually think this is like a really good game. I'd even argue it's one of the best GBA games you could play, probably. Maybe that's a bit of a stretch, but I do think the sprite work in this game is really, really good. The music is nice. I think it's just fun. Right, and that's the very last of the obstacles, so we can just tank damage here. Great. EAC. So we're going to be riding the current on Crush's back. And we're going to be, like, slowly drifting off his shell while he turns. So we have to just make sure we stay on it. You're going to be turning a lot more now, as well as moving up and down. So you have to pay attention. And our final minigame with Peach, Starfish Rock. It's just a very simple one. We have to press the correct buttons as they appear. We have to do this 10 times. Alright, and Peach is now saved. So after unlocking Peach, we unlock our next member of the tank gang, who's going to be Urgle. Alright. This pipe, you have to do a jump, otherwise you kind of get stuck on it for a bit. After that, we can just go around this hole. Oh my god, I'm getting bounced around by all the cars. Right, our first minigame with Gurgle. The Harbor. So, remember Nigel the Pelican from the movie? Yeah, we get to play as him. And there's these seagulls that are gonna attack us. They're all saying, mine, 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 you know, from the movie. They're very funny. I really like this minigame. I really like the background. You can see the opera house, and the water looks really good too, as well as the city. It looks great. But yeah, we have a little kicking attack, and we can kick the seagulls. We can also press the B button to do a little dodge maneuver. Kicking the seagulls doesn't save or lose any time. I'm just doing it for fun. I just think this game is kind of funny because, I mean, how many video games do you know where you get to play as a pelican kicking seagulls? I can't name any other video game other than this one, so... If you look closely, you can even see Gurgle and Marlin hanging out in Nigel's mouth. So... very detailed sprites. I just think playing as Nigel is funny. Like, he has a kick move, you know? Like, we could put him in the next Smash Brothers. I mean, it would never happen, but I always think it would be very funny. Alright. Jellyfish dodge. In this minigame, we're trapped in a room full of jellyfish. The tops of the jellyfish are safe, but the tentacles are a no-no. You don't want to touch them, because then you'll lose a heart. We only have 3 of them. You just have to survive in this room for a minute, and then there's basically an exit on each side, and when time runs out, the exit will open, but the side that the exit spawns on is going to be random. So, and this one kind of be a little bit hectic because there's going to be more jellyfish, and they're going to be coming from all different angles and all sides. So you kind of want to pay attention. Sometimes it can get a little stressful. Great. Done. And our final minigame with Gurgle. Danger Eels. It's just whack-a-mole. Or whack-a-eel, I guess. But we have to hit 50 of them. And that's just the required score. You still have to wait for the timer to run out. No way to... There is a way to save time, actually. Well, more like a way to lose time. If the timer is at 0 and there's still an eel outside the hole, the game won't end until you hit the eel or it goes back into the hole. So you want no eels to be around when the timer hits 0. Very minuscule time save, but considering that a lot of the run is auto-scrollers, it kind of matters just a little. I'd say the RNG sections definitely determine whether your run is good or not. Yeah, as you can see, the eel just decided to pop out at the very last second. And also, yeah, there was, sometimes the eels do a little glitched animation where they kind of just pause midway in and they do a silly little face. But we're going to rescue Bubbles now. Oh, the seagull got in the way. There we go. You kind of need a little bit of momentum before you can actually do a jump, otherwise you'll just jump completely still. So... Now, Bubbles minigames are kind of the most RNG-dependent ones, I'd say. So this is Bubble Burst. And there's just going to be bubbles with buttons on them that we have to hit. And when we press the button, we'll get points, but the chain system here works as well. So you kind of want to have lots of bubbles on the screen. Which isn't really the easiest thing in the world, because you can't manipulate the bubble spawns. You're kind of at the mercy of RNG here. Got a 9 chain, though. That's the highest I've ever gotten, I believe. completely at the mercy of RNG there. You can save, like, a lot of time if you get lucky, but... Or lose a lot of time if you get very unlucky, and it's, you know, right in the middle of the run, so... Bubble Rains. This one is a cakewalk, honestly. You just have to press A, and Nemo will just swim through to go through the bubble rings. You just need to get 20 of them. Right, we got him. Bubbles is also here in the background. We can just zoom through Bubbles. Just make him go out of the way. You just be mean to Bubbles. Get out of here. Just chase him. It's very silly. But yeah, if the timer runs out and Nemo is, you know, like mid, you know, going through like the bubble rings, you'll lose time, so you just want to hang out here. There we go. And our final minigame with Bubbles is Bubble Puzzle. So, we're gonna have a bunch of small bubbles spawn, and when we push 2 of them into each other, they become a big bubble. And if we take 2 big bubbles and push them into each other, we get an even bigger bubble. So the goal is to make really big bubbles, so that Bubbles will, pop them and give us points. The combo system also works here, or chain system, so you really want to keep Bubbles on the screen as much as possible, which isn't really the easiest thing to do, and I lost my chain. Okay, one more should do the trick. And there we go! I was lucky there. The bubbles kind of just, collided into each other just right. Right. That is our 5th member of the tank gang saved. And now, we can help Jacques escape. Just gonna cut through here. Just barely touched the car and it sent you all the way back. No, that's kind of like what you have to deal with in this game. Our first minigame with Crab Challenge. So, basically, there's this target, and Jacques is gonna throw rocks at us, and we need to tail swipe the rocks so that they hit it. And you only need 5,000 points, so you can just aim for the red parts of the wheel. It's faster to hit all of them rather than miss. But the timing can be a little bit difficult. Right. Lobster Rescue. Very simple one, just a brain minigame. I think I missed it. Aw, a little bit of time loss. But yeah, you kind of want your shadow right on top of the lobster so that you can pick it up. We're gonna pick up Jacques next. Alright, that's the last lobster. And our final minigame with Jacques. Coral Caves. So this is, unfortunately, another auto-scroller, and not only that, it's also the longest auto-scroller in the game, with at a whopping total of 3 minutes. So we're just gonna control Nemo. We don't have to. We have to avoid all the coral because it's very sharp. Don't want to touch the coral. We have lots of parts to work with anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Jacques is going to be following us, right behind us, copying every movement. So we can we can dance, we can wiggle around. Jacques will copy us. It's very funny. Okay, dance to the music. We have the little dash move. Press the A button. But outside of that, there's not really anything you can do other than just survive and wait it out. Ow. Okay, the good news is that I think the end of the minigame is coming up real soon. Should be about another 20 seconds. Right. This is the very last patch of coral. Just have to wait for it to go away and we'll be done. Alright, we have rescued Jacques. So, we're now gonna unlock a special minigame. This is Finding Nemo. Nemo is lost, and Marlin has to find him again. Basically, Nemo is trapped in a very dark maze, and we have to collect this egg and light it up by using electric orbs that the eels shoot out. But we're actually going to skip that altogether and just do the maze completely entrenched in darkness. Alright. I found Nemo! I did it, I found Nemo. Oh my god. Just like the movie. What, they call it Finding Nemo. But yeah, we gotta pick up this rock so that we can block the water spout, and then we should kind of be a bit careful, because the eels can sort of pop out unexpectedly. Gotta grab this rock, gotta put it here. Gotta climb up here, and thankfully I have some hearts so I can damage boost. One more rock. Oh. Oh, come on. Get on there. Alright. That's Finding Nemo. But we're not done yet, because aren't we forgetting someone? That's right, there's one more member of the tank gang left. Gil. And his minigames are pretty much... I guess they are, like, the most affected by RNG. They're definitely the hardest ones in the run, and they're saved for the very end. So, yippee, tons of fun, right? Also has the most difficult escape sequence. Lots of turns and obstacles everywhere. Getting bumped around by the cars a lot. Right, made it. So, what do you think the very first minigame is? Well, if you had any guesses whatsoever, I'm gonna be upfront with you. You were wrong. It's air hockey. Yeah, who could have expected this, honestly? We have to shoot 5 goals, and this is definitely the hardest one in the run. The CPU was, thankfully, a little bit bad, but you could still lose tons of time if you're unlucky. Okay. It just gets stuck on the CPU sometimes. Alright, come on. There we go. Second goal. And since it's taken a long time, power-ups are going to spawn now, and they're going to change a lot. Oh, this is actually a good power-up. Most of the power-ups are pretty bad, but this one gives you extra speed on your hits. But yeah, this is definitely my least favorite part of the run. Oh yeah, I got the fast hits power up again. Let's go. Come on, one more. All I need is one more goal. There we go. The next minigame, though, I like. Bubble Battle. So basically, we have to navigate this maze, and we have to collect stars. When we collect enough stars, we'll get a power-up, or an item. And when we get an item, we can use it, and we have to hit these anglerfish. Oh my god. Come on, get back here. There we go. Alright, final minigame. The end of the run is approaching. And the very last one is just a breakout clone. So we just have to destroy the blocks. We don't have to destroy every block, we just have to destroy the blocks so that Marlin and Gil are visible. So when I destroy the last block, and the complete text appears, that's when time ends. And you can manipulate where the ball bounces with your momentum. So we're just gonna hit it back and forth to give it as straight as the line I can give. Right? That's one. One more block. Oh my god. Come on. Time. So yeah, that was Finding Nemo, the continuing adventures for Game Boy Advance. All the Tank gang members have been rescued. They have homes in the ocean now. And we have a little ending cinematic where Marlin and Nemo say hello to everyone. So yeah, I want to thank you all for watching. I've had a lot of fun participating here at Fastest Place on Earth. So I want to give a big special thanks to my host, JFC. I want to thank Prism, our charity. And I want to thank Fastest Place on Earth for having me here.
Thank you, Walgrey. That was such an entertaining run. I agree, that was a very pretty game to watch, and a very interesting run.
Thank you. But yeah,
Looks like your final time... Oh, sorry about that.
Oh, no worries, go ahead.
I was just going to tell you your final time looks like we're at a 42:37. Congratulations.
Thank you. So yeah,
If you had anything else you wanted to share, maybe where people can find you, that would be amazing.
Yeah, of course. If you, sorry. If you want to check out the leaderboard for this game, you can find it at speedrun.com/FNTCA. World record is 41 minutes 58 seconds. If you want to find my Twitch, you can find me at Walgrey_Twitch. I stream every Friday, 5 to 9 EDT. And I do a lot of speedrun streams. I speedrun Mario Party, Skylanders, I do Geometry Dash streams, and streams for other games too. So if you want to check it out, you can.
That's amazing. Thank you once again for a very entertaining run. And,
Thank you very much.
yeah, no problem. It was a pleasure having you.
Thank you. Have a great day, everyone.